A 15-year-old girl was gang raped in Midrand. Refilwe Mofokeng was spending her holidays like any other teenager with her family at a braai. But after her friend invited her to another location, Refilwe's life would change forever. Our story begins on a Sunday afternoon in Midrand. Refilwe was attending a family braai at a clubhouse. But while she was there, she was invited by her friend to come over to another house. Upon her arrival at the new location she was invited to, Refilwe allegedly began drinking alongside the three other boys. While Refilwe was having fun, a mutual friend had a sinister plot behind her back. Unbeknownst to Refilwe, the mutual friend planned to have the 15-year-old raped. Once the liquor hit, it was there when Refilwe was violated by these boys. After sharing this painful experience with her family, social media was set ablaze as Refilwe's older sisters began seeking justice for the teenager. However, our story would take an even sinister tone. As news began spreading of what happened to Refilwe, the alleged perpetrators began their speed run to prison. These unfulfilled abortions began allegedly posting Instagram stories, seemingly mocking Refilwe. They then proceeded to rally up their incel friends to bully Refilwe and blame her for being violated. And if you did not need enough reason to hate these Mary Stopes failure rates, in a viral clip, Refilwe's older sisters are seen confronting one of the boys' fathers for their actions. When, off camera, the father allegedly attacked these sisters, the boys continued their defiant behavior as they hosted IG lives where they continued spewing bile of victim blaming and denial. However, the most unsettling part of these boys' behaviors is seen in a viral voice note, where the boys can be heard allegedly planning the murder of Refilwe in order to kill this story. Despite a shallow Instagram apology, law enforcement were finally involved after Refilwe's family laid charges of statutory rape against these boys. And at the time of making this video, Sean, aka Kill For Them, is still on the run.
Alright, so there is a story going on that's quite trending, and a tragic story that's going on about, as you saw yourself, yeah, Refilwe Mofokeng, 15-year-old girl that lives in Midrand, and she was raped by two dudes, her peers, by the way. It's a horrible thing to happen to someone, in all honesty. It's a horrible thing to happen to someone, and for what it's worth, I am completely sorry for what happened to you. This is a life-changing thing. It's a life-changing thing for it to happen to someone, and I am sorry that this happened to you, that this even happens in the first place. You know, completely sorry for what it's worth. What's even sadder is that she is 15. She's 15. She's 15 years old, and she experienced something like this. She experienced something like this at her age. To even experience it at all is quite tragic. This is disgusting, if I'm being honest. This is disgusting, unacceptable, and it's quite shocking to see that there are people that are defending this. There are people that are defending this BS, is what's shocking. But there's proof. What the fuck? Wow. The guys are 18 and 17 years old. And regardless of the fact that she was drinking, that's statutory rape. What? These news made headlines. This is something that's been happening, and she's not the first, and definitely not the last for it to happen to. It's just that with this story, she's the one, her story made it to headline news. And this is what a lot of women in this country face. not just in this country, but everywhere. And although it's not just women, men too, we know this. It's just her story is the one that made headline news. And there needs to be change. And unfortunately, change is not going to happen now. It's not going to happen now, but I hope that as people, as human beings, we change. We change for the better. Because no one should experience this at all. No one should experience this. As it should. Because there's something that horribly, that just happened to someone and is horrible. These news made headlines, and we are seeing people commenting, "Free the bros." Are you fucking insane? Are you fucking insane? Here's the camera. Are you fucking insane? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? In all honesty, there are enablers that are bullying her, making fun of her, and blaming her. They are blaming her, victim blaming her. People are saying that she wanted it, and etc. 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 She was drunk, underage, couldn't even consent, and these guys were older, and this shit happened to her. But what is wrong with people? What is wrong with people for them to even think?
They are likely to be victim blamed. They are likely to be asked things like, were you drunk? What were you wearing? Oh, you must be a whore. Than for them to be served the justice that they deserve. One of the perpetrators had the audacity to post on his Instagram, public to everyone, women really deserve power, blah, 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 blah. Talk less of the accusations, while I'm sorry, guys, we didn't mean to. Oh, mind you, his accomplice also casually said, boy, Fifi said she wants it, how manje? Oh, and one of the enablers casually said, at least I ain't the one who was raped. We are constantly living in a state of fear that we will be violated and our dignity will be stripped from us by people who view us as objects and less than human. This reality has been normalized for far too long. Justice for Refilwe Mofokeng. Not tomorrow, not next month, not next year, now.
Okay, so my microphone cut off, so I have to re-record this. Yeah. There are a lot of people that are saying that she's cloud chasing. Are you mentally okay in the noodle, in the head? Are you mentally okay in your head? For you to be going under the assumptions that someone would do something like this for clout? No. Especially when there's proof. You are under the assumption that she's doing all of this for clout, especially when there's proof. And when the people that done it admitted it, are you okay to go out and say that she's just doing this for clout? This is damaging to a person and can and will ruin their psyche for years on top of years on top of years. They will end up building trust issues, having relationships with men or women, but since it's men in this case, it's gonna be even worse. They have views on the, oh my days, this is sad. This is honestly quite sad. Not only was she drunk, keep in mind that you can't give consent when you're drunk. She was under the age of consent, and which in my opinion, it's still young. It's stupidly young. 16 is too young, in my opinion, to be able to willfully give consent. You know, just way too young, in my opinion. What happened to the guys, as far as I'm aware, they are at some home. They even shot some live stream trying to explain themselves, to give their side of the story, and with shitty ass apologies and etc. 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 What's even crazier in this is that they even allegedly Allegedly, they even plotted to kill her. Allegedly, again, they even plotted to kill her. Allegedly. What a scary world we live in, especially in the world of social media where snitching is a big thing. Hey, congrats. Congratulations on making things a lot easier for the poor girl, for her to get justice, to which I truly hope that she does. It's easy for people to say, to victim blame and say, oh, some dumbassery when it didn't happen to their family member. When I know 100% that if it did, God forbid, if it did happen to their family member, they would want justice, they would want the whole world to stop just for their family member to get justice. God forbid that happens to them. But there are still people out there that are still victim blaming, that are saying some wild ass things, bullying her, all of that. The next videos that I'm about to show you is allegedly the guys admitting and wanting to, especially if it's against us boys, you know how it's gonna be. Yeah. Is the victim. And we are the what? You have a shooter next to you, bro. Let's just plan a hit on that hand and kill her one time, you know. Just take off the guy. Actually built like a fucking 4x5. You know, 4x5, that fucking big. Normally, I would want proof. Normally, I'd want proof because this is something big. In our world, there is a lot of false claims that are being made to men and women regarding rape. And in this case, in men, there are a lot of women that falsely accuse men of rape for revenge and stuff like that, which is not true. Just to ruin their careers. And in this case, they actually admitted it. And yeah. I have no sympathy for people like you. I have no sympathy for the actions that you've done. I have no sympathy for whatever comes in your way. I hope the worst goes to you. And man or woman, I have no sympathy for people that do such actions. You deserve the worst. GBV is something that is well spoken about, well documented in this day and age, and still people still want to do stuff like this. I looked at comments of just one video, comments on just one video, 3 swipes, and I was horrified by what people are saying. It is truly disgusting and depressing to see that there are people with this type of mindset. I truly do hope that one day she can heal from this, that her family can heal from this, find peace within themselves, and live life the way they should, the way they deserve. To the boys who done it, to the defenders who defended it, to the fathers that enable it, I wish the worst for you. Again, for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry that this happened to you. I hope you get the justice you deserve.